DemonKite was saving his skills, so Sanford got free hits on him. He only used his ultimate when he was already low HP, and Sanford's teammates were already there. Sanji is making things hard for Doming. He's getting showered with skills.
Plays really well, so they were able to cancel out the better airstrike.
Oh no, DemonKite's in.
The TLPH used the Cry emote at Aurora.
It's prior to the next objective.
Yeah, and you can already feel the damage from the items of Oheb as they TP with their new recall and emotes.
Aurora managed to lower Hylos's HP, which is good, because it meant one less player from TLPH. However, why did they fail to secure the turtle? It's because the battle was divided into two parts. CC was fighting 3 members of TLPH, while Benedetta was attacking Bahrats. The mistake of Aurora was letting Bahrats lower his HP before using his ultimate on him. Even if he was ulted and comboed by Sicilian, it wouldn't matter because other TLPH members were already there.
Fortunately for them individually, they also have multiple ways to dance around these attempts. But hold on.
Wow, JP taking a ton of damage already. He's still going to pop the Revitalize. He's going to be fine. Edward goes down to the first blood, though. The sweep in with the Daytona's welcome. They'll find the stun, but there's the Spear of Alpha. They'll find DemonKite. And now going to push them off the first turtle.
Farsa was preventing help from reaching Harith, so she used her ultimate on Matilda.
Then, you know, how often can you escape from that? Run a J?
Oh.
Just take a couple shots.
After Farsa cleared the wave, Harith became their target, but he managed to dodge it.
Make sure that they will be able to maximize the Matilda. But now they are trying to take them on in the bottom lane.
At the 4-minute mark, Hylos and Alpha attempted to harass CC. Matilda, knowing that CC was at a disadvantage against Alpha in close combat, used her second skill to help CC escape. However, CC refused to retreat, which resulted in their team failing to secure the turtle.
Second turtle will respawn. TLPH a while ago was able to get it. Was 2 kills. Sanford from the back.
Sanford on that back angle already. It looks like Edward's taking a ton of damage. Has to pop the Vengeance. Revitalize does go out.
Oh!
Sanji gets pulled forward. But again, they just fight for the space around the turtle. And it looks like they'll be able to get it. Sanford just checking things out, but that's an objective for TLPH.
For the second time, Harith couldn't do anything because Farsa's skill overwhelmed him. Matilda tried to save him, but it was too late. Harith was already dead.
Yep, fortunately for Aurora, the missile expert was placed really well, so they were able to cancel out the better airstrike.
Oh no, DemonKite's in trouble, and Sanji will pick up the kill under the turret. They're still going to push them off the tier 1. As TLPH wants to go ahead and take down the first turret in the bot lane, but man, DemonKite had nowhere to go.
Due to Bahrats' slow farm speed, Aurora couldn't secure the turtle, so they decided to kill Hylos instead. However, he was too tough, so they abandoned that plan.
Mostly ahead of their laning matchups. JP, alright, but Sanford too, by the way, already has the Blade of Hephaestus. So he is probably going to go for a bit of a hybrid build.
After TLPH took the turtle, they tried to get the first tower in the mid lane. Farsa zoned out Sicilian, and when they saw Alpha and Benedetta were critical, they used skills to try and kill Sicilian. However, Sicilian managed to flicker out. As a result, CC ulted, slowed them down, and they were attacked by the tower, while Alpha was being backed up by Bahrats. Their plan failed.
But the mere fact that he's able to spells that they're so much ahead.
Yue taking a couple of shots. They're going to force the flicker out from him all under the tier 1 in the mid lane. He'll get dragged back. Carl's gone though, as Yue punishes them after burning the flicker. He'll take down the young goat.
TLPH tried to take Aurora's mid tower again, and Farsa used her ultimate. She thought Bahrats would push her back, so she cancelled it, but he was just clearing the wave.
There's also a glowing wand already from Sanji, so imagine the range and how they're able to maximize it. Oh, they go for the mid again.
Just clearing it up.
At 9 minutes and 10 seconds, Aurora was doing the Lord when a duel broke out between Benedetta and Harith. Harith won their fight. Meanwhile, Farsa and Granger tried to kill Matilda, but she managed to escape using her second skill. Some members of TLPH saw that Benedetta was in danger, so they went to help him. Aurora did the same. They had to leave the Lord to back up their ally.
Is up for grabs, but this time Aurora, they still have Holy Shields for their inhibitor turret down bottom. They're able to go outside of the map, and look at the position of DemonKite in the mid brush.
Oh, is he gonna wait? Oh, Sanford spots it though.
Sanford could be in trouble here. Zaman Force already dropped down. Sanford should be able to get away. Pops will like the final blow to escape, and Carl won't land the Spear of Alpha. So they take a couple shots on DemonKite. The Lord resets.
At 9 minutes and 49 seconds, Aurora took the lead, knowing Benedetta had to return to heal. Farsa used her ultimate to delay the enemy until her teammates arrived. As Farsa ulted, CC entered and immobilized Alpha and Farsa, allowing Aurora to kill Alpha and Hylos. TL-PH managed to kill Harith, but Benedetta was caught and eliminated. One member of Aurora died, but TL-PH lost 3.
Has a Barats, it's tanky enough to go head-to-head up against Alpha, paired up with the Matilda. We might see an early Lord engage. Lord dance. Sanji goes in with Feather Airstrike.
Feather Airstrike dropped down. There's a certain heal too. They get the Zaman Force out. They're looking for Carl, and they'll find him as he falls, and JP to follow through. They still try to survive, but DemonKite will go down. Daytona's welcome into the Lord. They'll find Sanford. Oheb and Sanji left alive.
A 3-4-1 trade. Aurora claps back immediately after the initiation of TL-PH.
Since only 2 members of TL-PH were alive, Aurora pushed mid and took down Granger along the way. They could take the Lord at that point, but the problem was Farsa solo killed Sicilian, so they couldn't go for it.
Yeah, just when Team Liquid Philippines probably thought that they were already in a really great position, Sanji decides to pop the feathered airstrike. Aurora responds with a big no. They just fly towards their target.
Whoa, they're gonna go for Oheb, and Oheb can't survive the pressure as he goes down, and UA to follow from Sanji and Edward. Might be caught in the glorious pathway, does jump on out of the way, and Sanji's still gonna be alive, but there's no follow through to find Edward.
When Aurora had already brought the Lord's HP down to half, Matilda flew to Granger along with CC, and the 4 TL-PH members ganged up on them. Meanwhile, Barats left the Lord to help Matilda and CC. However, they couldn't continue helping because Sicilian was too far. Sicilian was harassing Benedetta to prevent her from assisting in the fight. So, they decided to retreat and just defend instead.
And now that they know they are not afraid to fly towards key targets. Earlier it was Carl Tizzy, and now it might be him once again.
They got the information. Sanford was up top. He's going to make his way as fast as he can for this Lord. Sits at half. There's the flicker forward, circling heal on the backside. They're going to crash down on Oheb. Renejade's gone though, and Oheb's still alive as he's able to find Edward. And now the Lord's going to go for a reset. TL-PH has the advantage for the objective. It was an effort from Aurora, but they couldn't capitalize it.
When the Lord had not pushed yet, TL-PH caught Barats and Sicilian on, and they managed to destroy all the towers.
Where the Renegade was a bit too deep. They wanted to go and zone out TL-PH, but Aurora didn't have enough damage to burst down the Lord and secure it. That's why TL-PH Sanji goes in with a Feather Airstrike.
Carl to find 2 with the Spear of Alpha, and DemonKite falls down next. It's only 1 left of the Kite brothers to defend until Renegade comes up. But now TL-PH will take down the Tier 2.
That indeed felt like a different outcome despite the exact same approach that Aurora did. They just decided to lock onto a target, but the other members weren't able to catch up.
Oh, okay. Sanji zoning out again. Aurora, they have a siege minion then. They might go for the inhibited turret as OM just really poking up. Look at the rage coming in from TL-PH. Lord sieging in onto the bottom lane. They're making quick work of all the inhibitor turrets 1 second before DemonKite arrives. And TL-PH will disengage with what they wanted. All inhibitors taken down by TL-PH.
And now TL-PH was just trolling Aurora.
So he has the Athena's shield, so positioning is very important for Team Liquid Philippines prior to the next objective.
Yeah, and you can already feel the damage from the items of Oheb as they TP with their new recall and emotes.
Harith and Matilda quickly cleared the top lane to join their teammates, but they were too late because TL-PH killed CC. They also couldn't contest the Lord because CC was dead, and there was a cut happening. Benedette's move had a big impact because it drew Aurora's attention to her, leaving Aurora with no chance to contest the Lord.
Preemptive feathered airstrike, or maybe he flickers forward to get that pressure then, because he already knows the rest of TL-PH is going to follow through on that, and so he's able to just pop up. Now he gets the Divine Glaive.
Yes.
Look how fast this Lord's going.
Yeah, and also the Lightning Truncheon, so if you group up, you won't like it!
Edward, you can't survive that kind of burst! And again, as he locked in the Divine Glaive, he'll take out Edward, even with the Vengeance. Now Sanford takes some of the distraction over from Aurora, but that's Lord secured for TL-PH.
A good response from TL-PH ensures that Aurora won't have a single trade. 4 members preoccupied with the Lord, all the while Sanford solo gaming at the top lane, making sure that Aurora is preoccupied with the wave management of how the minions, or the enhanced minions of TL-PH are pushing in. Again, second Lord marching in onto the middle lane. Aurora has the damage, but TLPH, they both have sustain and damage as well. This defense might be key in extending the game for Aurora.
Yep, DemonKite has a huge responsibility of tanking and sustaining all the damage that can potentially come in from Team Liquid. So let's see how they hold out.
Pressure's already going to be dropped down. Ren and Jay is gone in an instant, and now they have to force the fight in all four, but Sanford goes down, but the base is being worked on, and Oheb will finish it off.